Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Anime Mega Reviews, and I'm back at you guys with Black Clover Chapter 300 review. And let's give a round of applause for Yugi Tabata for getting Black Clover to 300 chapters, because not many manga actually make it to 300 plus chapters. So yeah, let's really be thankful for that. So the chapter opens up with Gaja's death, which I can only assume would be Gaja's death. I know that Black Clover has a reputation for not really cutting off his characters, but yeah, Gaja just gave up his life for the good of the world. And let's give a round of applause just for Gaja, because he did what he had to do. Even Megicula comments on his magic that he was able to essentially create a very explosive attack that didn't exactly damage Megicula, but Megicula actually said, you know what, that wasn't half bad. But unfortunately, Megicula, she had coated herself in super high speed regeneration curse magic, and yeah, it's looking really bad for our heroes. And the one thing I would have to say about Megicula is that her magic seems to be like very versatile. She got this type of curse magic, that type of curse magic. I mean, what is the limit to her curse magic? And we even see, unfortunately, in Dane, she knows that Gaja has died. And of course, Laurel, she doesn't know that Gaja has died because right now she's being possessed by Megicula. And Megicula is very arrogant. And that's kind of the case with a lot of these extremely high level devils, is that they're super arrogant. I kind of want to see something different from other devils. I don't want to see them all arrogant. I may just want to see one that's kind of like cold and calculating and just like really cool. And honestly, to be real, with this panel right here, things are looking so bad. Like there's just no other way to cut it for our girl Noelle. She is in dire straits right now, but look, Noelle ain't giving up. Noelle's not going down without a fight. We see it even here, even with Megicula using her curse ward magic to essentially hamper Noelle's Valkyrie dress. But the one thing that I'm really starting to like with Noelle's character is that she is continuously resilient. And I know that a lot of people really give credit to Asta for giving the Black Bulls this type of mentality, but I also have to, really look towards Noelle's heart at the moment, because she is fighting for her family. She's fighting for the world. So a lot of this motivation is also coming from herself. I know that we just loved Asta's influence on all of these characters, but we also have to look towards these individual characters and their growth as well. Certainly Noelle has made leaps and bounds in terms of her power and strength and her character development. So right now, Megicula is actually doing something pretty interesting. She's very perplexed at the human character, the human heart, the human resilience, because according to her, in the devil world, devils don't even challenge other devils or demons who are extremely powerful. There's just no point in doing it. They don't really have any hope. But for Noelle, she's really intriguing Megicula, because she's like, look, everything's pretty much done. Like, you're done. Why are you still fighting? But Noelle, despite all of that, is saying, I still have hope. And Megicula just can't understand that at all. And it really just lets us know that this is a completely different life form than humans or the elves. These demons or devils are just vastly different. And of course, you do have your exceptions with Libe, and I believe that some of the devils with Noct as well had a different type of mentality, but the vast majority of them have this type of mindset. So we see right here with Noelle, she's kind of explaining it to Megicula. I don't know if this explained, what has to be explained, because these are not exactly like thought bubbles, or sorry guys, not thought bubbles, thought bubbles. And she's really just monologuing to Megicula and telling her about the human heart, the mindset of never giving up despite everything seemingly to be just lost. And Megicula, she's like, okay, well, I'm still trying to understand it, but regardless of that, you're all going to die. And I just love it right here in this panel. You guys are going to see it in a few seconds, but Noelle, she just stands up and she's just like, look, the real strength of humans is refusing to give up. And I know that some people may say this is so cliche with Black Clover, but just think about real life, guys. How many times have you wanted to give up, or maybe you did give up but wish that you could have kept pushing? I mean, this is a real life character trait that we all need to have, because we're going to go through stuff that is extremely difficult to just go through. And even though Megicula hears all this, she still's like, look, I'm going to peacefully just kill you all with Curse Ward and Exploding Magic, which I assume is the same attack that Vonica had used in the Heart Kingdom, but we know this would obviously be more potent. And Noelle is just like, you just see her face. Like, she knows that this is a very extremely dangerous situation. But like I said before, Megicula says, look, everyone will peacefully die. So it's kind of weird with these devils. It's like they're not exactly these just animals or beasts that just want to ravage and kill. But it's like they're so just, I don't know, like psychopathic or something like that. Like, they're so psychotic, I mean. But I would actually make a correction. I believe that the high-ranking devils are more cold and calculated, while the lower-ranked demons are kind of like these animals. In this panel right here, we see that Noelle is reaching out for Laurel in desperate attempt to just stop the attack. But we see our boy Asta coming in like Silver Surfer, coming in like Superman, coming in like Spider-Man to save the day, to save the damsel in distress. Actually, two of them. We got Laurel and Noelle. And Asta, he actually uses, I believe that this is the Demon Dweller sword to get rid of the curse. And I believe that Asta's sword, sorry guys, the Demon Dweller sword is extremely powerful now just because of his use with the Devil Union, which allows it to actually restrict this curse warding magic that Megicula had put on Laurel. And so some people have been complaining about this and saying, you know, well, this sucks. Asta, he's always having to save people in this arc. But let's just remind ourselves that just a few chapters ago, not really a few chapters ago, I would say maybe like at least 50 chapters ago, Asta had to get help to defeat most of his most of his enemies. And also, guys, I forgot to talk about this panel. I had to put it in here, but yeah, Asta and Noelle moment, awesome right here. You know, he had to go save his girl, man. At the end of the day, you know, Noelle did her thing, and Noelle's extremely powerful. I believe that she's at least strong enough now to become Wizard Queen if she wanted to, and possibly even more powerful than her mother now. Like, let's just put it out there. Let's just be real. But our boy Asta, you know, he's still the man at the end of the day. He still wears the pants. He got to save his girl. But back to what I was saying, I know that some people are going to complain about it and whine and say Asta's always having to save people, but he had to get help with most of his fights for the majority of the Black Clover series, and just now he's starting to solo people. And so therefore, we're not going to down Asta and his achievements, y'all. But anyway, that does it for me today. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and also comment down below and tell me what you guys liked about this video. Also, make sure to share it on Twitter, Instagram, whatever you guys want to. Let's get it out there, man. I'm back to building up the fan base for Anime Mega Reviews. So let's get it started. But as always, make sure you guys have a wonderful day and peace.